if I can, I try to go the route of selling my citations to people, which means I'm going to give them a ticket, but I'm also going to give them a break somewhere else. I don't think people necessarily always need to be hit with everything. I think a little leniency here and there can go a long way, and people appreciate it, and just hope that while he did do something wrong and he's going to have some repercussions for it, that leniency helps correct the behavior moving forward. So I'm just going to give him a warning for the expired registration, and he's going to get just a ticket for his speed. So my name is John. I'm a police officer here with the city of South St. Paul. I've been a police officer for coming up on 7 years now. Did 2.5 years of that in our investigative unit, and recently came back out to patrol and taking calls and being out in the community. I'm not originally from South St. Paul, but I moved to South St. Paul in grade school, and I've lived here pretty much ever since. So the majority of my life has been living and interacting with the community in South St. Paul. I graduated from the high school back in 2011, and I met my wife in school at the high school there. We've got 3 young kids that we're raising in town here. We bought our first house in town and still live here. So I'm very much South St. Paul. This is my community, not just a place that I work. So when it came down to choosing a career in law enforcement, and then from there choosing where I wanted to be, what department I wanted to call home, it was always South St. Paul that I had in mind. Good morning. I'm Officer Weight, South St. Paul Police. I got you for your speed there. I got you going 50 in the 35. So going a little quick. Do you have your license and your insurance card on you?
Yeah, I
okay.
got it.
Yep, absolutely. Heading to work?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that when I run your plate. So I don't need your ID, just your insurance card then.
Okay.
So, just ended up giving her verbal warning for the speed. Like I'd mentioned, she didn't have anything egregious or anything recent on her driving record. She actually told me the last time that she received any sort of traffic citation was in 1981. So given that I don't have like a history of like being a habitual offender and things like that, I opted for the verbal warning, just to hope that the appreciation is what changes the behavior in the future. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a hinky place to make a traffic stop up here, because it's got such narrow shoulders. Our preference is to make passenger side approaches, because it just protects us more from other traffic as we're talking to these drivers. In that case, she pulled too close and the guardrail was there, so I had to be out on her driver's side. So if you see cops when they make traffic stops, they'll offset their car out into traffic, and that's for one, to protect their person from any other traffic that's coming, and also the vehicle of the person that we're stopping, so it doesn't get hit. So just one of those officer safety tactics that we take. In my career here as a police officer, again, I've done my stint in investigations. I'm a field training officer. I'm on our mobile field force team. I'm on our peer support team. I've had the opportunity in the past to be a part of our predatory offender monitoring team. again, a CSO. I was also a reserve with us back in the day before I was a police officer. So I've had my hand in quite a few different specialty assignments here, and I think the one or two that I enjoy the most is I love field training. I like kind of mentoring and developing new officers and things like that, and as well as our Explorer program. That program I hold pretty near and dear to my heart, because that was the program that I was helping out with that got me interested in the career field and gave me the connections I needed within South St. Paul to get in the department. Afternoon, I'm Officer Weight, South St. Paul Police. I'm stopping you for your speed today. I got you going 48 back there and the 35 just on the other side of Wentworth. So I actually, when you came around the corner, I locked you in at 46, and then you accelerated just a couple miles an hour. So 48 was the final, and then also your tabs are expired.
Just waiting to get paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a process. I think now my license, and then I got that.
Okay.
And then I got my license, and then my mom was like, car, so she's going to just got back from
Okay.
Italy.
Got it. All right.
And you have insurance.
Sounds good.
Okay. And you probably
Okay.
yes.
Got it. No worries. I'm gonna click this, the view proof insurance, just so I can see the full card. Nope, we're good. I just need to be able to see the expiration and the vehicle itself. So, and then I'll just grab your name from you, and I'll do a couple quick checks and get you guys out of here. So, she said she didn't realize she was going as fast as she was, but was apologetic. And then said that the vehicle is actually registered to her mom, and her mom has been out of the country on vacation. Nope, I'm code 4, thank you. So they're working on getting the tabs updated now that she's back local. So in this case, she mentioned that finances were part of the issue of getting her tabs back. She just got her license back. I'm gonna be lenient here and go the side of a verbal warning. I don't think hitting her with a ticket is gonna be helpful in terms of the already struggling, possibly struggling financial situation, as well as she just got her license back. I don't want to affect that right now. I'm going to give her the opportunity to just try and correct the behavior, slow it down, get her tabs updated, and hope that the leniency is appreciated enough for her to make those changes. Just to reiterate, I mean, South St. Paul is where I always wanted to be. It's a very unique community in that there's a lot of history here for being such a small town. I mean, everybody knows about the stockyards and things like that, but just being from town and being out on patrol and seeing familiar faces and families that have been here for decades, and be able to interact with people that I went to school with, or their parents, or in some cases their children, and sometimes bad interactions, but sometimes good as well. And it's a very, very beneficial part of working in the community that I grew up in, is that I have that connection with the people that live here already, and I can relate to them on that level. Yeah, so part of our day shift daily routine, in the mornings and in the afternoons, we patrol the 3 public schools in town, Lincoln Center, Kaposia Elementary, and the high school. Sit and monitor traffic. We'll try and be present, especially at the high school, at the doors, before and after school to help if the kids are a little rambunctious, or in the event that they're too rowdy, or sometimes fights will stew up. So we like to just be there, be present, and try and be a deterrence for any of that behavior. And our main goal when we're patrolling around the elementary schools is traffic enforcement, speed and stop signs, and then also make sure people are stopping for the crossing guards. Oftentimes the officers will get out at intersections and stand with the crossing guards, just again to kind of reinforce that good behavior of stopping for the crossing guards, stopping at the stop signs all the way. We just want people to see us out there, and hope that everyone's being safe, the kids are able to get to and from school safely, and the crossing guards are safe while they're doing what they do at the intersections. So that's our main goal. The community will see us a lot during that time. It's one of our main focuses during the day. Outside of if there's some sort of emergent 911 call, it's a priority for us to be at the schools during let-in in the mornings and at release time. You know who my favorite Pokemon is? Alakazam. That I would rather make sure that this community, the community that I live in, and that helped raise me, is being overseen by the right people.
Oh, really?
Then you're about to go down.